Welcome back, all you big bass lovers. It's Demont coming back at you again. Got a couple things in from AliExpress. One thing being a reel that I've been interested in looking at. I think a lot of you guys have too. They kind of wrapped it kind of unique. It's like the whole box is like taped. Give me 1 second. Let me see how to get into this thing. I'm hoping they didn't put, okay, it seems like they put plastic beside the box. I hate it when they put the tape on the box. It's kind of makes it where you can't really use your box other than just being taped all up. Because you try to take the tape off, it tears your box all to hell. Alright, let's see here. Wow, they really wrap this thing up a lot. There's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers of plastic on top of the box here. Wish I'd have grabbed my other knife that has a more flat tip to it. Okay. Just to try to get into this mug. There we go. There she is. Almost. There we go. Alright. So we are looking at the, I think the pronunciation of this is Seasir. S-E-A-S-I-R. That's something I can think of. Seasir Original Fishing. Alright, so let you guys have a closer look at the box it comes in. A lot of times they have information about the reel on the box, but this has nothing. High quality bait reel. Provide you with great fishing experience. Wow. This is for you, Pine. Give me a second. Let me grab my scales. I know we're going to need them. Alright. Scales are in hand. Let's conduct this experiment. Let's go ahead and crack it open. Okay, so it has a thin piece of foam on it. It's just throwing the box upside down. That's kind of interesting. Alright, so it has kind of like it's about the shallow depth of an SVS. And it has a deeper spool. Just so you can see both of those. Let's set these to the side for a second. What else is in the box here? Foam on the bottom. Some instructions in Chinese. Some good that's going to do us, huh? Nothing in English here. Good luck. Alright, so let's put this away for a minute. Alright, so we've seen the box. Ivy, quit messing with your brother. Alright, seen the box. Let's take a close look at the reel. Alright, let's see here. Well, that's one of the firmest feeling thumb bars I've felt in a long time. Very positive click. The reel doesn't feel that smooth. Feels like it has way too much oil in it. I mean, way too much oil in it. Let me take a little closer look at it just to see. As you can see, this is a 7-3-1. Really good positive auto clicks with the spool tension knob. Really good clicks with the drag clicker, drag star. Drag clicker, drag star, whatever you want to call it. Alright, she has a carbon fiber handle. Same red accents as the spool knob. Has a padded thumb bar. It says C star on this side. Here's your brake control. It goes from 0 up to, that's interesting, it goes from 0 up to 18. Usually it's like 0 to 10, 0 to 20. I've even seen 0 to 15. I've never seen 0 to 18. But it does have, it feels like about 4 micro clicks in between each one. Yeah. 3. 3 micro clicks in between each one. So it has a pretty good amount of adjustability to it. And as you can see, it has a half shaft. That's what she said. Couldn't resist it, I'm sorry. Looking at the spool, you can tell it's going to be a mag track system. But let's go in just to make sure, because there's not a lot on this reel. The reel will look kind of cool. That's why I wanted to get to try it out. Okay, you just push that down and it pops right up. And it's on, so it doesn't come off. It's on here. So here's the lighter spool. All right, let me just leave it out. We're going to weigh it in a second. Well, leave it in there for now. Interesting. Okay, so they're trying to take some stuff from Cast King. It has 9 little discs and it has space to have, looks like it has space to have 12. But if you can't get it done, well, no, it's only, I don't think that'll fit. It might fit in there. Well, no, that's what the spool's got to go around there. Never mind. You can only put 9 in there. And I can see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see the grease they have in this thing. They have it way, way, way too over-greased. All right. So let's put this back together. Push the lock back in place. Let's get some weights on it. I need my can of air so I can spray this thing out because it's way too full. Okay, what if I got the brakes on? Wow. At that level of brakes, it has a lot of stopping to it. Wow. Let me loosen the spool tension knob up all the way. Until it has so much grease in it, but it's spinning pretty good. But if it had a lot of that grease out of those spool bearings, it would spin so much better. Okay, let's take a look with the brakes. See, it's on 0. I like to go see what it is on 0. Then let's go to 18 on max. It's stopping a lot sooner. And let's see what it has in the middle here. Let's go to 9. Is that 9? Yeah, okay, it's on 9 now. Okay, so it seems to have a really good amount of, decent amount of controllability. And this spool right here looks like it'll hold plenty enough if you wanted to like use this reel for fluke fishing or for any kind of like pitching and things of that nature. I don't know what kind of drag it has, but you can see it has like the Shimano-esque line guide, but it also has like the oval on the other end. So it has like the funnel on one end and the oval on the other end. Okay. All right, moment of truth. Let's see what we got going on. Let's bring over the scale. So I need you to act right, scale. Okay, this scale is acting screwy. Let's take a battery out and restart it. See if we can get her to act right. There it goes. Okay, so let's see. This reel feels like it weighs like 6 ounces. I was wrong. 5.2. So you can see that 5.2. Make sure that ain't on there. Make sure nothing's touching. 5.2 ounces. That is actually pretty damn respectable. All right. Let's see what these spools weigh. Let's pop this puppy open again, so we can kind of see the difference in the spools. Once again, you can see this spool here is a lot deeper than this spool. And I'm not going to bother taking the bearings off. You guys, we've already talked about how much a bearing weighs. Bearing weighs about 1 gram usually. Yeah, some bearings are a little bit lighter, some bearings are not. Alright, now let's see here what these here spools weigh. Alright, first off we'll weigh the deeper spool. Wow. 8.66. So as far as the deep spool goes, you take that bearing off, it probably weighs about 7.66 or there in the bouts. That is a very light spool for a deep spool. And so this thing was advertised as a long caster. That's why it has like that same Magtrax design as like the Casking. But okay, let's see what the shallow spool weighs. Surprisingly, the shallow spool, I don't know, in hand, it feels heavier than this one. Let's see. Maybe I'm way off. I don't know. I am. Good grief. So this spool, and this is deeper than most of your BFS spools. This spool here weighs, after you take that bearing off, about 6 ounces. I mean, that's pretty much any kind of BFS you want to do. Wow. This would be a very interesting reel to go out there and slap on my 7'3" medium heavy and see how it performs throwing a fluke. And this is like one of my favorite gear ratios for throwing a fluke. I mean, I use this and I use an 8-to-1, but usually sometimes with 8-to-1, especially if you're fishing in spring. In summer, I use the 8-to-1 for fishing my fluke, or any kind of like jerking plastic like that. But when I like to slow it down a little bit, I go to like the 7-3-to-1. Has a drag clicker as well. Wow. This reel is pretty loaded. I can't remember what this reel cost me. Give me 1 second. Let me look it up real quick, and I'll tell you how much this reel costs. I'll also link it down below so you can go get your own if you want to, if you like this reel. I'm not sponsored by AliExpress or anything of that nature, so I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I just like to get these kind of things and show them to you. I haven't tried this yet, so it'll be just basically, right now I'm just unboxing it, taking a look at it. So let's see here. Where's my... Come on. It's telling me no orders to review, so give me 1 second. I'm trying to get it to do right. Okay, so this reel, that's got to be it right there. So this reel here was $48.08. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. Yes, $48.08. So, I mean, yeah, so far it looks like it reels really good. Let me know what you think. If you try it out for yourself, I mean, it looks very much, as far as like the fit and finish, they look like they were trying to do a cross between a Bantam and a Zillion, as far as fit and finish goes. But I mean, you can tell just by feeling it, it's not going to be any kind of the quality of those two. But I mean, a reel for 50 bucks. I mean, shoot, I'll give it a try. I ordered me a new kit. Let me show this to you real fast. And I'll link these both down below. My other kit, I lost a couple pieces out of it when it got, well, I let somebody borrow it. Let me tell it how it really is. I let somebody borrow it, and they didn't return it with all the pieces. And they tried to say I didn't give it to them with all the pieces. So, there you go. So this is a new reel kit. And this is from, of course, Ace Hawk. Open up your little handles. This is basically the same kit I had before. It has, this is your little bearing pusher right here. You put your bearings out with it. Hello, Ivy. She wants to see everybody. So you push your bearings out with, you put your bearing pin out with that. And this is your little adjustable wrench that goes for, this is Daiwa side, and this is Shimano side, which almost all reels in the world use one of those two bolts on their handles. And you have a little hook that pulls things, so you can see that. And you also have, this is a bearing spinner. This is where you put your bearing on the spin to see how it does and if it's working good. And of course you have tweezers, your brush, and a screwdriver. You guys all know what the hell that is. I ain't got to go over that. At least I would hope so. Alright guys, I'm going to link both of these down below. If y'all have any questions about them, feel free to ask it down below. If you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. I'm trying to get more and more content out for you guys. Trust me, pretty soon it's going to involve some fishing. I've been dealing with some health issues, and getting old sucks. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to go and sign off. Share this video if somebody's looking at this reel. Subscribe to the channel. Be part of the community. We all have fun on here. Alright guys, y'all have tight lines. Wish you luck. Talk to you next time.